Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. First out to the channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you notify. Do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about me shall be listed in the link in the description area below. And since this is a video that is likely going to be premiered and one that you guys can actually watch at a later date, it's not a live one. There was a thank you button right there at the bottom. Got a little heart around it. If you guys want to click the thank you button because you think my content is worthy of it, I would highly appreciate it. But I thank you guys for tuning in and locking in. First things first, I want to give big love to a YouTuber I've been watching recently who kind of put out a video like this earlier today. Earlier today that I'm recording this video, but I'm not sure exactly when you guys are going to see it. But the video was entitled that a man can love two women at the exact same time and women cannot. Now, I don't want to speak for women. I don't want to speak for women in this regard, but I want to speak for how I personally feel about the topic at hand in reference to the title alone, not necessarily the content from the video. But I do agree wholeheartedly that a man, myself included, can love two women at the exact same time. The basic, brief generalization answer that I can give you in this particular situation before we dig a little deeper is the relationship that I have with my young lady and the relationship that I have with my mother, okay? I love my mother with all of my heart. She is my heart and my soul. She is my everything. She raised me. Like I said, my dad was very intricate in my life. Don't ever get it twisted, but I love my mom, okay? She's been that special person in my life for a long ass time, all right? But I equally love my young lady because, again, the type of love that I have for my mother, the type of love that I have for my young lady, two totally different, not four, but two totally different types of love. You understand? This is a woman that I want to create a family with, a woman that that will eventually be my baby mama, my future wifey to be probably, versus the woman who gave me birth, the woman who brought me into this world, 50% of me, of course, and all of the like. So my love for my mother is going to be different than the love that I have for my young lady. But let's talk about the realness of it all. Can a man genuinely love two women at the exact same time? I believe it to be true, even if those are two women that they're either dating, two women that they're having relationships with, and the like. And the reason I believe that to be real is the ideology behind compartmentalization. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with compartmentalization, but I believe this is the only concept that makes it not necessarily justifiable, but makes it easier to be able to love two women at the exact same time. For an example only, because I'm not trying to get my head blowed off and I'm not trying to get shot today. For an example only, let's say I got my young lady, the woman who's been in my life for like fucking years, and I got a side chick, right? Hypothetically, all right? So let's say I got my young lady. She's been here forever. She's been down with the Good Doc before he became the Good Doc. She's known me since I was in college, just a young college kid coming up, no money, no anything. She's been there through the grind. She's been there through the come up. She's been around forever. I'm telling you, when I say she's been around forever, y'all seen the community post that I showed you guys of pictures when we were together back in the day? Yeah, she's been around for a long time, since the boy looked like he was fucking 12, all right? So you have your young lady who's been in your life for your ride or die, the one that's been around forever. You know, she'll cook for you, she'll clean for you, she'll do what she needs to do, whatever it may be, etc., etc. So you have your young lady here, wherein regardless of whatever's going on in your life, right, the chances of you leaving her for another chick is just not likely. All right, it's not likely. It's not likely that you will ever leave her for anybody. Why? Because she's put in the most time. In the pimp words of my man Don Magic Wand, AKA she your bottom bitch, all right? That's the best way for me to put it. The one that's been down for the get down for quite a long time. That's your bottom bitch. Then you got the young lady, the new thing. Maybe, let's say for example, we're in our 40s or 50s or something like that or some shit. And then you got the young thing, maybe in her 20s or some shit. And this is just a hypothetical example of what I mean by compartmentalization. I want you to follow along. And if you are following along, drop a like. If you agree, disagree, that's what the comment section is for. But you got the young thing. 20 years of age, early 20s, 23, hypothetically, or the younger girl in the relationship. Now, what does the younger girl bring to the equation? I don't know. Whatever you believe is valuable in this chick is what she's bringing to the table. If it's only the punani that you find to be valuable that this young lady is bringing to the table, okay, all right? Whatever, even if it's just the P, even if it's just the punani, even if it's just, a girl to hook up with, whatever it may be. My love for my girl is die hard, downright. I'm going to ride for her like she rides for me. My love for this chick, simply, she's there when a nigga needs it. Okay, now again, some people may say, Doc, that's not love, that's lust, but at the end of the day, I love what she's doing for me. Does that make sense? Compartmentalization. My young lady over here, future baby mama, cooks for me, does everything I needed to do. She looks out for me, she takes care of me, she rubs me down when I'm feeling having a bad day or whatever. Baby girl, I might see 2-3 times a week at best if I'm lucky, and we just hook up. You understand? That's literally my love for her. Now, I don't want you to think that she's just a hookup or she's just a smash and grab or just a bitch that you're going to throw away with. No. This is somebody that genuinely shows up when she needs to. She plays her part and she knows her role. That is what compartmentalization is all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about making sure that every woman in your life plays their role. This is wifey. Understand. She knows her role. She's been there. She knows what Doc likes. She knows what Doc don't like. She knows exactly what it is. Baby girl over here knows her role. Granted, we might just be hooking up every now and again, but it's fun. It's exciting. It's interesting. This is me having my moments, and this is me just being who I need to be just around somebody else. Now, a lot of people will be like, Doc, that's cheating. That ain't fair to the girl and all of that shit. Okay. You can have that argument if you want to, okay? It's none of my business how you perceive the relationship to be. If both parties, let me say this out loud, if both parties equally know their role and both parties know exactly what's going on, then there's no reason for you to argue about it, right? There's no reason for you to have a opinion about it if both parties are understanding their roles. Now again, if baby girl over here don't know about baby girl over here, yeah, that could be a problem if those two lives collide, which is why I said you have to learn to compartmentalize this particular situation, ladies and gentlemen. Compartmentalization means exactly, baby girl and your life over here is your life over there. Her life with the young lady over here is your life over here, and the life that you have with her over there. Granted, she knows her role. Chances are, 99.9% of the time, she knows about you over here. Maybe baby girl over here don't know about her over here. But again, it's about compartmentalization. This is what my life is over here. This is what my life is over there. This is what my life is over here. This is what my life is over there when it comes to females. Again, when it comes to your work, man, you got to be able to set aside time. Look, this is my work. I got to get down because this is what fucking pays the bills. And then if baby girl over here hypothetically is trying to get in your ass about, you ain't got time for me. You can't do nothing for me. All I am is sitting here home below while you about to get that money. Hey, if she is not aware of her role, she'll never understand. I can use myself as an example because you guys know that I am in a relationship and I do not hide that from my audience in any capacity. I will tell you this, me and my young lady, we've had our differences about my time in the past, okay? We've definitely had differences about my time in the past. I'm a hardworking dude, okay? Outside of YouTube, I do shit. Like, I genuinely keep myself busy. I'm always doing something, making videos, doing my schoolwork, working on stuff for this, trying to figure out a way to put more money in the pocket, side hustles, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of things that I try to get myself involved into there. And as a result, I will admit that sometimes my time is not always her time. You understand? Which is why you do have to learn to compartmentalize, guys. You got to learn to make time for everything. And that's another thing we could get into if you want to. But my time that I have for her, I set it aside specifically because I know she needs the attention. Fuck, I mean, that's why she's with me. I mean, she doesn't just, don't get me wrong, the money's okay. You know, as long as I send the money, it's always good. And I know that that's a necessary sacrifice for me. I know that my hard work and me having to neglect things from time to time have put me in a position where sometimes I do kind of make up with it for money, or I'll buy something or some shit like that, because that's just my way of saying, you know, baby, I know I got to grind real quick. I got to take care of this, and I know that I'm not going to be able to give you the time that you need right now. Just give me a couple of days and I'm good. Now, over time, she's gotten used to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but over time, baby girl has gotten used to me and my busy schedule or what I'm doing at the moment that may take away time from her, you know, for us to have a conversation and talk and things like that. So When it comes to compartmentalization, ladies and gentlemen, that is what your life has to be about. And I believe that is the only surefire way that you can honestly sit here and look at me in the face and tell me that you could love two women at the exact same time. The love that you have for each of those women are probably going to be two different types of love. In the Philippines, you've heard about, Filipino guys who have whole other families and shit. That type of love is two different types of love. How that works out for them, I don't know. Doc ain't got no kids, and I'm trying not to have two different families. That's a lot of work, all right? I barely can handle what I got going on in my life right now, so why the fuck am I gonna try to stretch myself thin by trying to worry about 2 or 3 different families, right? So that's not in my books, and it's damn sure not in the cards. But if you guys want to know how a man can love 2 women at the exact same time, it's true. You can. It's 2 different types of love. 2 different types of love. Some people may say the love over here is lust. I kind of believe that it is love because you're loving the moment. You're loving being with that person at that particular time or whatever it may be. But again, it's still love, guys. I don't care what you say. It's still love. It's still love. And you know what they say, baby, love wins, right? So if I want a girlfriend and a baby mama and a wife, love wins, man. I deserve that, right? If I'm working hard enough and I put in the work, I deserve it, right? I don't think that's justifiable. But anywho, that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Feel free to comment down below if you agree, you would disagree, you want to add to it, man. That is what this video is for. If you guys enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Drop a like. Doc would highly appreciate that one. If you want to show your thanks for this video, if you're watching this on the replay, there's a little thank you button in the corner shaped like a heart. If you guys want to knock it out, I would highly appreciate that as well. But you know what time it is. It's time for the good doc to go and get the getting. So with that being said, good doc is officially out. At least nako, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Mabuhay. Peace.